And I know frustrating loss the other day, but another one where you guys are kind of right there on the cusp. And what do you feel like it's going to take for you guys to get over that hump and get that big win?
I think it's just really take advantage of every opportunity. Obviously we left some plays out there, and obviously we know we're going to get more opportunities here in the near future on Saturday as well. So, just taking advantage of every opportunity going forward.
We're a couple of games in a row going into this one that the passing attack was stalling out a little bit. You guys seem to reignite it really intentionally, hitting downfield passes again. You got a big one on the opening drive. Just what went into that game planning, and how do you look at the execution of that?
It's really just when the ball's in the air, just make the play. Just believing in yourself. Just tracking the ball, and when your number's called, just make the play. That's really it.
Right here.
Just with how long it's been since the conference, and how are you guys dealing with the pressure of, ending the streak, especially after kind of just short a couple times already?
We obviously evaluate every day, every week. We're literally 2 plays away from being 6-1, so we just look at that. But obviously we can't dwell in the past, so just looking forward and seeing what happens on Saturday.
I don't know how deep you've gotten into Texas film study yet, but what do you kind of see from their secondary?
I just feel like they're obviously they're a pretty decent team. They're good. Their defense is, I think, top 10 in the SEC or top 10 in the country. So, just going out there and believing in ourselves, trusting the coach that we put us in the right spots in the right time, and just making the number when our number's called.
Anything else for Ant? Walt?
I'm sure it's been talked about a lot amongst the team, but what's kind of the mood of the team coming back in here today after, there's a couple SEC games that you guys let out of your grasp, but I'm sure you wish you had back to be 2-1 at worst in the SEC. What's kind of the overall mood of the team when you look back at those losses?
We just, like I said, we just can't dwell in the past. We just looking forward. Like I said, we left a lot of plays out there. We shouldn't even been in that position, towards the end of the game. Just, like I said, make plays when our number is called. We won't even be in those positions like that.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you.